What's up, guys? Coming at you again after half a day of work. It's pretty easy today. He was talking to a coworker about I'm always talking about the 80s because I kind of live in the 80s. This is a white guy, and I thought he listened to heavy metal and shit. But apparently, he grew up. He lived in the Greenspoint area in the 90s when it was more of an urban environment. So he's more in the 90s hip hop, R&B, that type of thing. I told him, goddamn, you fake ass white dude. Goddamn. Like all the white dudes I meet nowadays, they're into hip hop and stuff. And I'm like, damn, any white people that listen to metal? But that's besides the point. We're just talking about, anytime somebody asks me, when was my best days, I'm always the 80s. And I love the 80s. But then I started thinking about it. It's like, do I love the 80s, or is it just I didn't have kids then? Because usually you ask somebody and you get a conversation, they're like, yeah, man, the old days, the good old days. It's usually a time before kids or before a relationship, before marriage. Now, you gotta get this one guy, oh yeah, the best time of my life is when I had my first child, which it's just a good response. It's a good response. It's not an autonomic response for most people, but it's hey, and I love my kids. I mean, I love my son. Just for me, when I had kids, it just seemed like I missed opportunities. Like my first child, I missed several opportunities because I wasn't willing to, well, his mother's kind of, she's not a person I could leave a child with. Now, some women you can leave a child and walk away. It was her first child too, so I couldn't just leave the child with her and do something else, like go drive trains or go do something else, because I was scared that he wouldn't make it. Just her ability was limited, which is fine. And even my last child, I was in school. I mean, some of I was in college. I went to HCC, did most of my core, then went to U of H, and then my wife, which was in her right. She wanted to have a child, and we did that, and through a series of unfortunate events, I had to make more money. I ended up quitting college, and working for Onyx or doing things. So yeah, I mean, it's not the children's fault, obviously. It's just in my realm, things always come with sacrifice, and I always have to sacrifice. You're always going to sacrifice for your kids, and that's the nature of the game. In Japan, if you don't have kids or family, most employers don't even consider you like an adult. They don't even really consider you a person worthy of promotion on a lot of different jobs because they feel like that's the ultimate responsibility. Like until you have a kid or till you're married, you're really a teenager. Like I know a lot of guys. I'll name some: Mo Ravel and guys, even freaking Cal. There's some guys from TMZ. Most of the guys from TMZ don't have permanent girlfriends, and they don't have kids. They can just pack up, go to Grand Prix somewhere. They can just do this, that. They don't have any kind of, you're only beholden to yourself. You're kind of a teenager. The sun's always shining, and everybody, they're all happy and gay like that. But you can do that because at the end of the day, you only have you to account for. You don't have to worry about making a decision that's going to affect the life of somebody else, or you don't have to worry about how am I going to get this bill paid, or how am I going to do this, because you don't have no kid. You're in your 30s. Some of you guys are in your mid-30s. Bing, all you guys, I call you out. And that's cool. I mean, in a way, I'm envious. I mean, I didn't have kids early. I mean, my first kid didn't have until I was 27, 28. It just came at a really pivotal time. Like I wish I'd have, maybe in a couple of years, it would have been great, yeah, it's crazy like that, looking at life like that your best times, a lot of people's best times are when they're younger and not have responsibility. But nowadays, like I said, I know so many people. It was unheard of to have kids this late, and now it's like the average age was like, I'm not quoting out of any statistics, but like for most of my friends, yeah, Some of my friends in their 30s and they are not even remotely even trying to have a kid. Maybe it's for the best. Or maybe it would have been the best for me to not have kids, but I don't believe in abortion. And hey, condoms are break. That's I mean, I'm not saying my son's a mistake, but that kind of happened. Even Magnum condoms break. Damn trash bags, they break. All depend on how much pressure you putting on them. 10.5 meat saver. Sometimes it cleaves through that shit, and then you're stuck like, oh my god, and you get this feeling like, oh my god, like damn, there was no morning after pill back then. It's like, oh my god, shit. Yeah, I used to do my thing. I wouldn't even have sex with somebody unless I felt that I could have a kid with her, because it could happen. Condoms break, shit happens, and so that was my theory for a while. All right, well, y'all take it easy out there. This is my 2 cents. Peace out.